is sexy.
Kindness is sexy.
Yes. Kindness is sexy.
Kindness is sexy.
Hi, it's Mary Ellen O'Neill Madeley with KIS. Kindness is sexy. And today I am spending the day with Gail Beatrice, the passionate medium. And the reason that I'm with Gail today is because Gail has a huge heart. And I'd like to talk to you about the things that you do in the community that help the youth in the community. And sometimes you even have to help authorities depending on the situation. And I thought that this would be a great time to go through and talk about the kindness that you put out, because you're one of the people in my life that is always pushing kindness, and that is so important to me.
Well, I'm a psychic medium and I connect with spirit. I pick up on energy. I'm a sensitive, we'll say. I just don't connect with the dead, I connect with the living as well.
Right.
So I pick up on their energy, I can read them, I know what's going on in their lives, I know their future. Don't ask me how I know it, I just do. And I'm never wrong. Not that I want to be right all the time, but I'm just never wrong.
And I can say there have been several times where you and I have connected and you've said things to me, and you know, in my head I'm like, okay, I'll just put that in the back burner. And all of a sudden, 3, 4, 5 weeks later, I'm calling you saying, I just want to let you know that you had said this, and it came true in a different way.
Yes.
It wasn't the way I expected it to come true or the way I interpreted what you
Yes.
said. And that's what amazed me.
I get validations almost every day. Seriously, I don't know time. None of us do that work with these gifts. There's no such thing as time on the other side.
Right.
So I can kind of guesstimate, but do I really know the exact day or week it's going to be? No, I don't, but I know when it's pretty close, or I can kind of feel. Sometimes it's like, you know, the things that spirit gives me, sometimes it's like putting together a puzzle. You know,
Right.
They show me signs, symbols, they'll make me write words. And then there's other times it's like I'm actually having a conversation with them. I know exactly what they're saying. It's like mind talking.
Well, one of the things that I am really proud of is the fact that you work with the youth in the community,
Yes.
and you have connected with some of the youth that I have been blessed to work with.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite jobs in the whole world was working with the youth in Barrie. Can you explain to me how it is that you work with the youth? What is it that you do? What can you do to help those struggling?
Where there are some youth that, you know, they hear voices, they see spirit. Some of them are told that, you know, they're crazy or they're bipolar or schizophrenic, and there are some, that are.
Right.
But I do know the ones that are not.
Exactly.
And the thing is helping them understand what being sensitive to energy is, and getting them to understand how to kind of control it themselves and how to protect themselves.
And not be afraid of it.
And not to be afraid of it, because most kids will turn to drugs to
Right.
shut it off.
Right.
But that only makes it worse. It brings more negative entities in and then pushes them to a place that usually takes their life. Right?
And that's
so
my
I
biggest fear.
try to reach out to the ones that I do know. They just have some of the gifts I have, and they need to understand it. It's just learning about it and learning about who you are.
Well, and
We
even
have to
you,
clear.
even you had your own struggle
Oh
with that.
my
trying
gosh,
to
I had
figure
such
out,
a journey in my life with this. It
Yeah.
wasn't easy, and I was scared of it for years. And then when I would see spirit, it was like, oh my God, I don't see them, right? I want to shut it off because I really didn't know how to work with it.
Right.
And I too turned to alcohol. To shut it off I couldn't sleep.
Right.
Because I was seeing spirit constantly. And for me, it was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do for you guys. What do you want?
How do I help you?
How do I help you? It got so out of hand for me, and it wasn't, I'm not the person, I didn't want to be turning to alcohol. I didn't want to turn to drugs. That's not who I am.
Yeah.
And so I took it up on myself because I felt so lost in it. And I said, I don't care what it cost me. And it did cost me everything. I lost just about everything in my life, but I gained so much more. I did. It was amazing.
And
I may not have a lot right now, but you know what? I'm working with my gifts. I'm helping others. And God provides what you need exactly when you need it.
Exactly. And the
Right?
one thing that the minute that I met you, it was your positivity.
Yes.
It was that immediate connection that we both had. I knew that what you wanted to do was to help people. You, yes, you have it
Yeah.
as a job as well.
Yes.
But it's that
But
need-
you know, when you're meant to be on this path, Spirit will get you there. They will wake you up at some point. Like I was put in situations taken out because I kept running from it.
Right.
Right? And when you're supposed to do it, and I would go, no, I don't know what to do. I'm not going up and telling that person this. No, I'm not. So I go the other direction. Lo and behold, something else will happen where they make me stay there and they
Right.
make me learn. I truly believe in what I do and I believe in myself.
Right.
Right?
And that's one of the things is that it's all about believing in what you want.
Yes.
So you have to believe that what you want is going to happen.
Yeah.
You,
You
really
have to-
have to push.
Yes.
You have to have the motivation.
Yeah.
I can't do it for you. You
No.
can't do it for me.
No, my only job, Mary Ellen, is to get the information out. What the people and the person in front of me does with it, that's up to them.
Right.
I'm not allowed to change destiny,
Right.
we'll say.
Right.
But I can give you the information where you can make the changes yourself so that outcome will be different.
Say you're out and you're at the grocery store and then all of a sudden something comes to you. What do you do?
I go up to the person and I've been in a grocery
tap,
store.
tap.
I do. It's funny. And I kind of know because I can read people as well from their energy.
Right.
I do know if they're going to be receptive of it. So actually, this was funny how this happened. All of a sudden one day, I'm leaving the office and I had some nachos here and I don't know where it come from. I'm going down the hallway and something is telling me, go back and get the nachos. Phone Deb, my friend, and maybe I'll stop by there and we'll make some nachos and cheese. If she answers, right? All out of the blue. And so I call her and I'm like, oh, you're home. I was thinking about coming and maybe we'll make some nachos and cheese and I'll go get ground beef. And she goes, yeah. I said, okay. Something's telling me to go to the store, so I'll go get fresh ground beef. I go towards the ground beef and I'm there and all of a sudden this young lady and her boyfriend, they're beside me and I'm going, why don't they have smaller packs of ground beef? All I want to do is make nachos. And they looked at me and they go, that's all we wanted to do. They all of a sudden felt they wanted to have nachos, so they come to the store. And I look at the girl and I went, oh, shoot, okay, this is what it's about. Her grandmother was right beside her. And I got to give her a message. She cried, and she truly needed that message. And it was, like, it's so rewarding when I can do that.
Yeah.
And she hugged me so much.
And that's
And
just
thanked me.
It's such a simple thing and so quick.
Yes.
It's not
And her
like-
grandmother was on her mind for the last few days, especially because she had some changes in her life that were great, and she was wondering if her grandmother actually could see or knew. Right? And I got to give her that right from her grandmother.
See, so that's such a positive.
Yes.
There are those beautiful positive moments, but you also go through a lot where it's something that you have no idea what's happening, but it's not a happy.
Well, no, because, oh my God, I get spirits coming at me all the time. I don't know them. I have no clue who they are. But I have some that have died wrongly, we'll say.
Right.
Right? And then I got to watch how they went, how they were taken. I see it like, for me,
movie?
it's like watching a movie for me. It's so clear.
Wow.
It is. It's unbelievable. And, you know, then I go, oh, God, what am I supposed to do with this information? I don't know who this spirit is, but he needs my help.
Right.
Or she needs my help. So what I do is I learned, get the information out. Whether it's on a book, I write it all down, every detail I get.
Right.
What they look like, what they're wearing, what I could see around them, or the person that's,
And what you
committing,
feel as well.
and what I
too.
feel as well. Like I know there was one spirit that come to me that was stabbed to death, and I felt every stab wound all over my body. It was as if it was happening to me.
Wow.
So, over the last few years, I've had to learn to not take it on too strongly.
Right.
But I move on and just let it go, write it down, and there's always somebody that's connected to that comes in front of me.
Right.
And I have all the notes, everything written down from either days before,
So in that case, you try to find out who it is you have
who it
to
is,
connect
and there's times I try to get the information to somebody that can give it to a police officer, or
Right.
to somebody that can use that information to help.
Right.
It's not that I want anything out of it. I'm just trying to help the spirit
Right.
that is lost and that needs closure for their family.
Because
on
they
this.
won't leave her alone.
No,
if
they
she
don't.
doesn't. When you say spirit, what do you mean?
I mean, loved ones that have passed that have been in a physical body, like us.
Anyone.
Anyone, even animals I deal with. They come through sometimes. I helped this one dog that was very sick. It's in one of my pamphlets.
Yes.
Simcoe Sam.
I loved him. I was
my
very
God.
sad when he passed.
Yeah,
Very,
so
very
I
sad.
did the energy healings, but we got him a year, and that's what
Yes.
I said to his owner. Like, I will never say I can cure anyone, but I do know what I do helps. Working with energy, my hands heal. What can I say?
And I saw the difference between Sam before
Yeah.
and after. And
It was
I
amazing.
That's how I got to know
Nobody
you.
ever knew that he even had a stroke.
Yeah.
Right? And he lasted a year.
Yeah.
It was amazing. And then his owner called me when he got really bad, and I knew that, okay, this time there's nothing I can do. This is his purpose now.
Right.
Is on the other side. I thought for so long I was cursed. Even as a kid, I thought, oh my God, I'm cursed.
Aww.
But I'm far from that.
Absolutely.
Right? I'm far from cursed because my gifts do make a difference
Yeah.
in people's lives. And I get to give messages that truly help people, because people deal with things differently, and some people don't even deal with things.
Right.
Right? I pick up on all that. Spirit will give me only what you need,
Yes.
not what you don't need. And it's like some people come to me and they might want certain things or to hear certain things. Well, Spirit's only going to give me what they know you truly need today.
Right.
Right? And when they leave here, they're so uplifted, it's unbelievable.
Even with the chaos that has gone on in my life in
Yes.
the last year and a half, it was all about you just helping me stay
Yes.
positive.
And that's
it
right.
wasn't me saying, can you tell me whether I'm going to this and I'm going to that.
Yeah.
It was just staying positive.
You have to stay positive and believe in what you want and what you want to see. Don't get nervous and think, oh my God, this is not going to... You can't, because then you're making that happen.
Right.
Right? Like what I say to everyone is, what we put out there is what you're
Right.
going to get back.
Right.
So be kind to everyone. Be happy no matter what. Find your happiness inside and be that.
See?
I mean, through all my struggles, seriously, I have never been happier in my life.
There are other aspects to your job, not just your psychic medium part, but you're a healer. And how does that happen? What is it that you do? Because I don't know anything about the healing and what you do.
The healing, this is funny because I've always known, and I was doing it and practicing it with people, even my daughter can tell you. And I didn't know it was Reiki. Growing up, nobody ever
Didn't have a
knew
name
what
for
Reiki
it.
was.
Right.
And a few years ago here, even in Collingwood when I was living there for a while, I would do my energy healing on people and it would work. It would take their pain away, or I just knew what to do with my hands. And then somebody came to me one day and they go, oh, so you do Reiki? And I went, what the heck is Reiki? I got to meet Agnes Tolles, Andrews in BC. And she taught me Reiki. I took the course with her. So that helped me even more understanding the chakras.
Yeah.
And all of that stuff, because I didn't know that stuff. I just knew that my hands, I just knew what to do with my hands.
Right.
Energy will stick to anything. So when I'm out and about and there's people that are negative, I'm close by them, that energy, it sticks to you. And I don't want to feel it. I don't want it around me.
Right.
So I keep myself cleared. I sage every day. When I get clients come in and out of my office, I sage constantly. Sage when they come in, before they come, and I sage after they leave.
And that's
and
so
I
that
clear the energy.
so that if there was someone here that came in and had bad energy,
Yes.
even you want that gone
Yes.
before the next person comes in.
Yes, so then I clear that. And even after I do the readings, I clear my room again so that, there's no energies left behind.
Okay. If someone happened to have, say, a haunted house, would you
Yes.
be able to help with that? Because that's
Yes,
something
and I've done it, and I love doing this.
I would love.
Oh my
to
God,
do.
I love it. So I've gone to do one building. It was bought by a couple. It had a bar in it, and this building went back in the 1800s. But when I do that, I ask them not to give me any information. I don't even want to know the location. Get somebody to take me there.
Right.
But I ask them to do research on the land and on the building. And then what I do is I do a walkthrough first.
Right.
So I walk through and see what I pick up on. Like this one building, it was too funny. I get out of the car and automatically I'm drawn to the back of the building on the land, and I'm standing there, and it's like, why do I feel I'm supposed to get up in a wagon? It's like I'm stepping up in a wagon, and there's carriages coming over beside here. And the owner looks at me and he goes, oh my God, this used to be a trading post. The wagons would pull up right where you're at.
Oh, I
Right?
love
And
it.
they'd unload their skins or whatever it was they were putting in this trading post. It was unbelievable. So we went every room, and it was amazing. Everything that they had researched was validated. Once I did the walkthrough, I go back through them with the sage, and I'll burn cedar wood and clear them. I cross the ones over that I can.
Right. I technically see a road trip for KIS to some haunted places just for the fun of it.
Well, this is when I'm hoping to get together down the road.
That would be
So I'm still working on that, but yeah, we'll definitely have to do that. That would be,
I
unreal.
would truly enjoy that.
These people that come and see me are strangers. I have no idea who they are. I only ask for their first name and how I could give them stuff that only them and the loved one that I've left, the physical world,
Right.
would know. They look at me and go, there's no way I could know it.
So that's still, even you and I being friends, we have discussed things, and you've brought things to me that even if we were Facebook friends,
Yeah.
you knew everything
Yeah.
about my Facebook, you still, there's
Yeah.
no way you could have known the things that you knew.
But even,
and that's what caught me.
I know. I don't look up anything. I get things, Spirit gives me things before a client even comes to me. I'm writing it down at home, and I get in here, and then I go, oh, shoot, okay, let's shoot.
Well, the things with me are things that only I know with the specific people.
And not everybody puts their personal and things that actually going on with them and inside of them on Facebook. Now, once they're my client and they add my my page, I talk to them back and forth. They will ask me a question, because some of my clients, I will say, if I can help you in any way, if you got questions or things going on you're not sure of, don't hesitate to send me a message, and I will give you what I can to help you.
Like I said, even if you went through every aspect of my Facebook, the things that you have brought to me are specific to me having a private conversation with someone or a personality trait that doesn't come out in photos, doesn't come out in video, doesn't come out. And I've always been a skeptic.
Yes.
I believe there are people who can do things, but I don't believe that everyone who says they can actually can.
No.
And when someone brings something to me that is so specific, I know, okay, that's somebody that I can connect to.
Because Mary Ellen, everyone on this planet is intuitive.
Yeah.
Everybody's intuitive. But intuitive people are not psychic mediums.
Right.
Not all of them are.
Right. And I think that's a beautiful gift. And I think
Yes.
the fact that you use your gift for goodness and to
I
help
do.
people.
I will never use my gifts for wrongdoing.
Right.
It's always for good intentions.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking when I got to watch somebody that I can't help.
I
'cause they
know.
won't listen, and they're not going to get up and I do know what they need that will change things around for them, but they don't want to hear it. They don't want to see it. So there are going to be people like that. And those are the ones I just got to walk away from.
Yeah.
It's not my job. Maybe it's somebody else's job to help them.
But you did what you could.
But I did what I could. Always being kind to everyone.
Right.
Because you never know. I mean, you're here one minute and you're gone the next.
Exactly.
Like, people get upset and they go, why were they taken? Well, their purpose is on the other side, and they will love and guide from there. Right. And there's people that go because they did not learn their lessons. You know what I mean? You keep doing things that are harming yourself or harming somebody else.
Same thing.
And you don't learn. So you keep continuing to do it. You're not learning your lesson, and then all of a sudden you're dead and you're on the other side. What can I do now? You didn't listen and learn your lesson. So now you have to learn your lessons on the other side. What a lot of people don't realize is when we all leave this world, we have to have a review of our lives. When we get to the other side, I don't see hell and flames, no. But I do see where it's like our whole life is recorded. It's like a recording from the time you were born right to the time you leave. Right. And for the ones that, let's say they were miserable and not very kind in this world, but for all the wrongs you did and what you put on other people, you're going to feel it 10 times over.
I got a lot to answer for when I was young. I'm just saying. I know what's going to happen.
You've learned from your lessons.
Yeah.
I choose to learn from mine here in the physical world and not repeat them, and always be kind to everyone, no matter what. No matter how many people hurt you. Wish them well.
Yes.
And go the other direction.
And
you don't need to put anything on them. Let the universe take care of that.
And that's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly why
Yeah.
I started KIS, is because I want people to know there's always time to change.
Yes.
And no matter what you've done in your past, whether it was being a jerk when you were young, like some of us, or even being a jerk when you're an adult, you still have time to change that. And it's really important to take the time.
Yes.
And everybody can benefit from kindness. People, you don't even realize, just simply walking through a door and holding the door for someone with a smile on your face can completely change someone's day.
When you're happy inside and you feel that, and you can just feel positive energy and put that out there, it's amazing what comes your way.
Exactly.
It's like magic. I'm telling you. Do it.
I love that. And just so you know, if anyone needs a little sprinkle of positivity, just give Gail a call. She'll sprinkle that stuff all over you.
I share the love.
Well, I just want to say thank you so much, Gail, for taking the time to talk to me, because this is something that I've wanted to do for a while, so that people can understand that there are people out there just doing good for the good of others, not for any other reason. As we all know, kindness is sexy. This lovely lady is super, super sexy. And I'm so thankful that we've actually become friends.
Yeah.
Call Gail if you need some sprinkling of kindness, you need some sprinkling of positivity, and maybe possibly some sprinkling to get rid of some ghosties in your house.
I'm here.
And I hope everyone has an amazingly positive day, and do something kind today and every day. Thanks so much.
Kindness is sexy.
Kindness is sexy.
KIS.